episode of DK. Well, I don't know what this is because as you can tell, I'm in a brand new environment. Yes. This is the secret that I've been hiding from you for the longest, and this is the reason why I haven't been making videos for a while. But yeah, I'm gonna start off this new chapter in my life with a new series. This is called I'm Kinda Loving It. And I've wanted to make this for, I would say, the better part of a year. So without further ado, after the intro, I will explain more. And I guess story time with you guys. Roll it. Okay, gotta fix the lighting. So quick recap. Um, I graduated high school recently, and now I'm in university. I live in the Seattle area. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Uh, you'll probably find out anyway, soon enough. But yeah, I kept this as a surprise for you guys because I really was excited to start this new chapter in my life, and I've been really busy with just getting adjusted and just finals, well, not finals, but midterms that are coming up. So I thought that this would be a good way to kind of get back in the YouTube game. I probably wouldn't be posting as much videos as I used to, but at least I'd be posting every once in a while videos that I actually like making. Um, no word on Okay Doke though. He's still living at home. So let's get started. So a lot of people asked where I used to work before. I used to work at a place that a lot of people know, actually part of my childhood, McDonald's. So I'm gonna keep the name in because you know I'm not gonna beat around the bush. And I started working there about a year, or actually 2 years now, as of this last September. And when I first started off, it was September 2019, not all this stuff going on. And I had been trying to get a job for ages. I had spent the last, like, because I had recently like gotten close to turning 17, I was spending so much time looking for a job. Basically, looking for a job for me was like a part-time job in itself. Anyway, didn't have any luck. Started in November of 2018, and it took me like 8 full months. I tried every single job from uh, Domino's to Dominic, the other one, that donut place, Domino's. Then Wendy's, I tried the local parks area. I tried a lot of places, and I actually kept coming back to the McDonald's that I kept trying out for. That was the most applications that I've ever did. It was four different interviews, 5 different calls, and over 8 months. So they were remodeling. Probably that's why they couldn't um, consider me because they really couldn't fit much of their staff in there, let alone a new staff member. But I was determined and I just kept trying. So in August of 2018, I got the job, and that was shortly after I stopped my driving school. So that'll probably come a little bit important later. I guess I'm gonna out myself eventually. So then I started. I got the job application in August, and I was just so excited because it was my first job. And since I live a place where it was high minimum wage, I was making 12.50 at the time, which is pretty small considering what I made before I left and actually what I make now. But I was just so eccentric because I just like it was like my first step of freedom, I would say. So, first day came, September, and basically all I remember about training is they didn't train me on everything. They were supposed to, but they didn't. They were cutting some corners, don't know what was going on. I actually got in at around the time where people that worked only in the summer left, so at least like I had that for me. I was the only person doing front counter, which is the position that I love doing and the position that I ended up doing for generally the rest of the time that I worked there. Now, I had some pretty good trainers. I'm not gonna mention names here. Maybe Jarrell. He was a good manager. I mean, he has a YouTube channel. That's why I want to mention him. Zaddy. Zaddy Workouts, I believe. If I'm wrong, I'll put it somewhere in the description in a future video and I'll mention it. But just like overall good experience when I first started working for the first 3 months. I eventually got to the stage where they could just give me my stuff, my actual uniform that I'd be wearing. And I was just so excited because I loved front counter. I loved talking to people. If you don't already know this about me. I'm talking to you guys right now. So things went out pretty good, and September, October, December pretty much passed, and it was January. January was a very busy month, to say the least. That was the first time that I felt overwhelmed at work. Before, like, I was making mistakes, but I had time to, and I was pretty grounded in the field. But rush time came every single January, by what I can recollect. It's just busy, completely busy, like customer after customer, kiosk after kiosk. Like, I was a kiosk guy. Back then, I was making sure that the customers were using the kiosks instead of the front counter. And it was just so overwhelming. I needed a second person, but we didn't really have the resources for one all the time. So, I mean, one thing that you're going to find common is communication wasn't the greatest. And as time went by, you'd think that things got better, but they got worse. And it didn't get any better in February because they cut hours, and also leading into March. That is around the time where it gets slow and people just like keep coming in. Like, that's when we get the most people in the year, like employee wise. So they cut our hours, and we're limited to what we can do. If you know multiple like positions, then you do have a benefit. It's much easier for them to pop you in one position. But then, here's the most, I'm guessing this is the part that I clickbaited in the video. No, not really. But March came. Yep. You know what happened March last year? We're talking about March 2020. And that's actually when I started making the video series, the Kenya video series, the Kamau Kenya vacation thingy that you saw on my channel. That was when all this happened. And you could see from the beginning of the video, everything was pretty normal. There wasn't a whole bunch of stuff. We got stuck in London for a little bit. But then the pandemic in that 2 months became so like just like mind shattering, because I don't know. So I was stuck in Kenya for 2 months. If you guys want to see that series, it's probably somewhere up here. I'm glad I actually documented it. When I came back, things were just but before I left, we were sanitizing multiple areas and wearing gloves. We didn't have to wear masks or like lockdown or anything. But when I came back, no one was allowed in the restaurant. Employees had to be kept to a minimum. Masks, gloves, just the whole thing, the whole shebang. You couldn't even bring your own mask. You had to wear the mask that they provided you at work. That was when it got really stressful. People started, I would say, leaving. Not a whole bunch of people, but we had to take more shifts, like more positions. So if I was just doing front counter, I had to do front counter and headset, or front counter and fries, or front counter. Well, I was already doing maintenance. Like, pretty much, you're not supposed to do multiple positions like that. You're supposed to have one fixed position that you do really well at. But our store wasn't exactly the most, let's say, known for the quality of, well, I'm guessing no McDonald's is known for this, but generally our store was, yeah, probably because it was so busy and it's an old location. But fast forward to June, and I finally got acquainted. May came, stuck in Kenya for most of May, then June came, and that's where I'm gonna stop the story for now. Okay, so without further ado, I'm gonna end off this video. I really forgot how to make videos. I will see you guys. When I see you guys, thank you for subscribing, watching, sharing, liking, everything that you guys do. I really do appreciate by heart. I will see you guys when I see you guys. Bye. Okay? Oh, I'm getting a call. Better answer.